So what should you do to prepare before you even get to college? Well, I think you'll hear this first bit of advice pretty much from anyone, to anyone college bound, but you do want to figure out a way to distinguish yourself from the rest of your class. Zoology is an increasingly competitive field. If you're in high school and you're considering getting into this field, now is the time to start doing that. It's never too early. You want to start making a change now, and you really want to start distinguishing yourself. Curriculum-wise, you want to consider maybe taking some AP courses, especially in math and science. You're going to have to take, no matter what degree you get, you're going to have to take some basic courses when you get into college. And by doing these AP classes in high school, you could potentially get out of some of these classes in college. Now, don't worry about the $70 or $80, whatever it is now, to pay to take the AP test in high school. It is well worth it. Consider that for each test you do well on, you could potentially get out of 1 or even 2 university classes. And if you take several of these tests and get enough AP credit, you may actually be able to opt out of a whole semester or even a whole year of your school. And if you think of it that way, that's a whole year of tuition and textbooks and room and board that you get out of, and also a whole year that you could potentially graduate early. So keep in mind that $70, $80 per test, it's going to be a drop in the bucket compared to what you would spend on the classes you have to take if you don't take the AP test. Speaking of kind of student loans and that extra year you would save, keep in mind it's never too early to start looking into scholarships. Now there's a ton of free money out there for school that is oftentimes it just requires a short essay or even just an application. And school is very expensive. I'm sure you've heard it, but even community college can be really, really pricey. Apply for as many scholarships as you can, and don't just focus on the dollar amount. I had sort of made the mistake of when I was looking at scholarships, I would see ones for $5,000 and I would apply for those. But those are very competitive, and you have to keep in mind the organization is probably just going to give out one of those, whereas you may see a scholarship for $100 and they're going to give out 50 of those. So just keep that in mind. Every little bit helps. No scholarship is too small to help. So focus on all the scholarships. Do as many as you can. Don't just focus on the big ones because they are going to be competitive. Even if you just get a couple scholarships for $100, $200, $500, it will help. And there's no penalty to apply, so you might as well just apply for as many as possible. They're really quite easy to find, and it's definitely worth your time. Another thing, I also urge you to shadow a zookeeper or zoo staff member. There's nothing more valuable to your studies and to your ability to make a decision about your future than trying to take a walk in someone else's shoes. Volunteer at a zoo, or even just take the time to interview someone at the zoo. They can give you a lot of personal information. I mean, they can tell you hands-on, or I guess directly, you know, they know from experience. They can give you that information, answer all your questions. And zoos are all about education, so they are always open to help. They'd be more than happy, I'm sure, to answer some of those questions for you or give you some experience firsthand. Of course, if there's anything I missed, feel free to send me some questions or even some comments. I'd be more than happy to give you my best shot back, my best advice from my experience. If you think of anything, let me know. Otherwise, this is ZooGirl signing off for now. You guys have a great day and stay wild.